Welcome back everyone to another Yellow Backpack Guy video. I had a great comment left on one of my tutorial videos about how to reset the clock on a 2004 Honda CBR1000RR, and it asked, YBG, how do you find, like, where is the fuel gauge on the 0405 CBR1000RR? And I was like, you know what, that's a great question. Unfortunately, there is no fuel gauge. So we actually have to do a little prep, a little planning to keep track of our gas miles. But you too can keep track of your miles, just like I do. And how you do that is you go to the gas station, reset your trip computer right here to 00, like we did earlier today. And you switch that to 0, fill your tank all the way up. You got to fill that tank as close to all the way full as you can without, you know, topping off and, you know, spilling gas, because that's not good for the environment. But you reset your trip computer, you fill it all the way up, and then you drive around. You just drive around, and you ride around till you hit that amber gas light. Don't attempt this like on any adventure rides or rides where your gas station is not within 10 or 20 miles from you, because you're going to want to be able to get back to that gas station. And let's just say the amber light comes on, you're at about 150 miles. You drove about 150 miles, so you get to that gas station. And now you know, like, roughly, like, okay, 150 miles. And you can do this a few times and get yourself like a kind of an average, because, you know, it's not always the same. But with filling your tank up and then riding around and then seeing your trip computer shows you 150 miles, you kind of get a gauge of like how far you can go on a tank of gas. And a little bonus is to get your miles per gallon for that tank of gas. You then fill all the way up, and then you look at the gas fill-up machine, and you go, oh, okay, I'm at 3.5, took 3.5 gallons to get it back to full. And then you take your 150 mile trip, so you take 150 and then divide by the 3.5 gallons you just filled it up, and that'll give you your average miles per gallon. And that should net you about 42 or 43 miles per gallon. If it took you if you were able to go 150 miles on 3.5 gallons on what the fuel meter says on the fueling station. So that would give you your miles per gallon, and your rough trip is about 150. And right now I've gone only about 28 or 29 miles. I still got 3/4, just like doing a little math in your head, I still got about 3/4 or a little bit more than 3/4 full. More than that, almost got 4/5 full still. Got about 4/5 of my tank still usable. But yeah, it gives you like an indicator. So with the trip computer and just a little bit of pre-planning, like knowing how far you can go on a trip, and always remember to reset your trip computer after filling your motorcycle up at the gas station, you can keep track of how far you can go on a tank of gas. And that's all for that small, it's not really a tutorial, but a little explanation on how I keep track of my range, or how I keep track of how much gas I have left on my motorcycle while I'm riding. This works really well in a predictable scenario, so if you use your bike for commuting, this will work better, because especially if you have a regular route that you take, it works better, because, like, you know, your average fuel economy will be probably more consistent. It'll still work, like, within reason on other trips, like around town or going to, you know, the mountains or whatever, but you just have to take into account that you may run out of gas a little sooner, since your miles per gallon might be down if you're not like doing a lot of freeway commuting on a motorcycle like this, a 04 CBR1000RR, being a gas motorcycle that gets roughly 40 to 45 miles to the gallon on a freeway trip, on a mostly freeway trip, a little bit around town riding as well, of course, but like predominantly or mostly freeway miles. But that's how I do it, and you can do it too. Let me know if this little explanation was handy or useful or informative or interesting. I'd like to hear it in the comment box below, the comment section below, what you think. Please give it a like. Give it a like if you like it. I would appreciate that. If you do not like this video, please don't give it a dislike. I would appreciate less dislikes. I don't want to get hidden from the YouTube. But you can eat me out in the comments. You can chew me out in the comments box below if you like. Anyhow, thanks again for watching, and we hope you come back sometime soon to watch more YB Guy videos sometime soon. Thanks again. Until next time, YB Guy out.